Hello, my name is Maureen Welch, and I'm known as the badass of Colorado Medicaid. Today we're going to talk about what to do when you can't get a response from your case management agency, how to escalate your case. So Jose's mom called me and she was pretty upset because she was not able to get any reply from her case manager at her case management agency. So I asked her if she had added on the supervisor to the email, which is usually right underneath their signature block. And she said no. I said that is the most effective way to get a response, is to add a supervisor onto the thread. This is one example of learning how to properly escalate within a case management agency to reach your goal of gaining a service or getting a response for her. So for Jose's mom, the challenge was that she needed to make a change in her service plan. He needed to change his agency and add some new services. That's why she was reaching out to the case manager. This is a very common thing to do in the middle of your service plan year. You do not have to wait till the end of your service plan year to make a change. So by adding on that supervisor to the case management agency in the email, she was able to get a response back and schedule her appointment for the service plan revision. Some other things that I commonly see are people not knowing how to use the subject line in their email. One way to get a response from a case management agency is to use the word urgent or emergency or reply needed in the subject line. Understand these case managers often have 300 emails a day to get through. So if yours has a term such as that, in the email, you're going to get a response quicker. So another challenge in the case management system is the high turnover of case managers. It's very often that you will get a new case manager and then you'll get an email saying that they've left or there's a new case manager before you've even met them. It's just the reality of this lower paid position. So the key is to always make sure that you escalate when you haven't heard back in 4 to 5 business days. Often I have found that the case manager has left and their email has not been turned off. So by emailing the supervisor, you get faster response. Another problem that we see often in Medicaid applications is that items are lost. So when you take your documents to your local Department of Human Services for your Medicaid application and your disability application, they scan them into a machine, and that scan goes into an email which is sent to the state. The state then sends it to the third-party contractor. Between those 3 email exchanges, about 80% of the time in my experience, at least one document is lost or the entire email does not get through. That's why it's so important to know the tips and tricks of how to follow up on your Medicaid application. So a lot of people are hesitant to follow up or escalate an email, and I understand that, but there are ways to do that and be professional and positive, but be very clear in what you need. One way is to use that subject line. Another way is to escalate the email. The third way is to use the hamburger method. The hamburger method is when you open your email, which of course has a wonderful subject line, with the bun, meaning, I hope you're doing well. Was your weekend enjoyable? And then you put your meat in the middle, which is your enumerated tasks with white space in between. So you have 1, I need to get a service plan revision. 2, I need to change an agency. 3, I need to add some extra services. And then you close it with another bun saying, I hope you have a nice day. So you don't have to be negative. You don't have to be aggressive or abrasive in being a good advocate for your loved one. You have to have the skills, and you can learn those at Navigating Disability Colorado, and you can comment waiver, and we will send you more information.